Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design, and today I'm out in the factory. Wasn't a big day, had like 3 or 4 orders. And I built most of the big stuff yesterday, so I kind of coasted through today. Although I did have to stop and make a batch of 20 12 centimeter lids. I was all out of those. And then I came out this afternoon and made a batch of original atomic blanks. They can be original or they can be number 2 carbon felt. I made the blanks so I can go either way when I finally get to the order. But anyway, Pedro. I'm not good with names. All I got is a spelling. I'm going to call him Pedro. Maybe that's not correct, but he knows who he is anyway. He was asking about if I would design a stove to burn just regular rubbing alcohol, which you can get virtually anywhere. Okay, he evidently doesn't realize it. That you old stovies know that we went down this path, and I did this. I made a stove that would burn rubbing alcohol. Now, it wasn't very popular. I sold like 3 of them. Had it in the store and everything. And it's dumb simple to build. I just happen to have a spot welder, so it makes it a lot easier for me. But I've got one over here that I'm burning right now. I'm boiling some water. When the water comes to a boil, I'll put the camera back over on it. But the drawback to it is it's extremely sensitive to any kind of a breeze whatsoever. It's also extremely sensitive to putting a windscreen around it. If you put it in anywhere near it, it'll just go nuts. It just doesn't like it. But in dead calm air, it burns nice and blue. And now the higher you make the pot stand, which is built right into it and spot welded in, the hotter it is. And the lower you make it, the cleaner it burns. Well, I've got it at, I think, 3/4. That's about as high as you can go without starting to get soot. And it puts out pretty good heat. And it doesn't soot the bottom of the pot. So as soon as it's come to a boil, I'll put the camera back on it. I've taken a little footage of it when it first lit it. And I'll show it to you. Then I will dump the water out into, I got a pot here. I'll dump the water out and show you what the bottom of the pot looks like. Because it's been burning now for like 6-7 minutes. So let's take a look at that. Okay, it's warmed up now, and you can see it burns pretty darn blue. It's not bad. If I was to make that pot stand just a little bit shorter, it would burn completely blue, but it wouldn't burn nearly as hot. So this is pretty much all you're going to get. But it's real sensitive to any kind of wind. Let me just lightly blow on it. You'll see, and it just goes nuts. You see, it won't take any kind of wind at all. And if you do that, then it will start sooting up the bottom of the pot. But if there's no wind, it burns blue with no soot, and it's great. It's just, and if you put the pot stand anywhere near it, it does the same thing. It goes nuts, starts burning yellow and soot in the pot, and yuck. Okay, it's almost up to a boil. Okay, we got a boil, so let's look this baby over. There we go. Yeah, fairly hot stove. Now that we've seen the boil, let's dump all the water out. Ouch. Dump all the water out and see what the bottom looks like. Okay, that's a brand new pot. And you can see that basically it didn't soot it up. Almost only where I blew on it and it started burning yellow. But it basically didn't soot up the bottom. And for rubbing alcohol, that's pretty darn good. And it's dumb simple to build. A little hard to get going. Yeah, I threw a piece of paper towel in there to get it going. But and this is an old one. I spot welded the pot stand right in there so it wouldn't fall out. But it'll burn 70% rubbing alcohol all day long and heat water, no problem, as long as there's no wind. None. And that's the deal on that. Now, that's my show and tell for today. I just thought Pedro asked about that, and he asked for a picture, and I couldn't find it, so I come out here on the bench, and on the back of the bench underneath about 10 pots and all kinds of dyes and aluminum and paper and everything. I got pawing around, and lo and behold, there it was, sitting right there. So there you go, Pedro. If you want Pedro, if you want this stove, let me know. I may have you give me your shipping address, and I'll just throw it in a box and send it to you, and you can play with it. It's not worth a lot. It's not a lot of stove, but if you're going to be in another country and all you can get is rubbing alcohol, might come in real handy if you can get in out of the wind. I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Try to have a really great day and try to have some fun today. You deserve it. Bye-bye.